Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for Saturday, the 19th of March, 2022, and I am Darkside Phil, here to talk about what happened on today's streams. On the pre-stream podcast, we had a very interesting discussion. For the second podcast in a row, I actually had some pretty in-depth stuff to talk about. We discussed the nerfing of a major boss fight in Elden Ring that everyone had been hyping up for me for weeks, and when I finally got to him, he was absolutely insanely easy. To the point where I actually got upset that I missed out on what the boss was actually originally supposed to be. And I talked all about it in depth on the podcast. Give it a look. Now, spoiler alert, there's a lot of Elden Ring spoilers on the podcast. So if you don't want to be spoiled at all at Elden Ring, then I recommend that you stay away from today's episode. But if you're interested in this big controversy, check it out. Okay? Then I played Elden Ring. And basically, we explored the region of the game called Caelid for like the third or fourth straight day. In this regard, it actually went really well because at this point, I feel like we've done most of the major stuff there. Maybe there's one or two odds and ends, very small things that I didn't do. But for the most part, I think we pretty much did everything that I wanted to do at this point in Caelid. So, that means that tomorrow's stream of Elden Ring, we can basically branch out. We can go back to the Mistwood, where apparently there's been a major change because when you defeat this certain boss, a meteor crashes from the sky and apparently causes something very significant to happen in the game. I don't know what, but we can check that out. We could possibly head to a new region of the game. I don't know what we really want to do yet. We'll have to see tomorrow, okay? But it should be fun because it won't be Caelid for like the 5th, 6th straight day. It'll be something different. Cool. So, I'm excited for that. Oh, by the way, we have a new overlay for the webcam when I play Elden Ring. It's a really cool, glowing, golden, animated border for the webcam. People really seem to like it today, and I'm going to be using that every time I play Elden Ring moving forward, which is really cool. So, tomorrow, good stuff. Then, tonight's late stream was Skyrim After Dark, known as Skyrim Anniversary Edition. Good stuff, mostly story progression. As I continue to push forward with the main plot line of the game, I figured let's just keep doing that. So I think today's focus is we ended up going to, we went a few places trying to figure out the location of an Elder Scroll, and then we actually went underground to Blackreach to get the Elder Scroll. And I don't remember this part at all. I don't remember Blackreach. It was pretty darn neat. And then someone actually told me the way to unlock a completely optional but interesting, unique dragon boss fight, which was cool. So it was a pretty good stream, good interaction, and I had a good time. Overall, great streaming day, okay? Tomorrow, Sunday the 20th, is my final streaming day of the week. It will be Elden Ring on the first stream, and then it will be Horizon Forbidden West on the late stream. Now, we're heading into the home stretch of Horizon Forbidden West. From what I'm to understand, if I just focus on the main story developments for the rest of the game, I will likely beat it in the next 2 to 3 streams, which is exactly what I'm aiming for, because there's new releases coming out this Friday, which we'll talk about in just a second. So, if you've enjoyed Horizon, please come join me. We're heading into the conclusion. We're at a very pivotal story point in the game. We had a big cliffhanger stream the other night. I was like, oh man, now I can't keep going to find out what happens till Sunday. So finally the night has come, and I hope you'll join me for that tomorrow night. I'll be off on Monday. This week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it'll be Elden Ring every day during the daytime. Make as much progress as possible. It'll be Horizon, Skyrim, Horizon on the late streams in the hopes that I finish Horizon by that final stream. Friday, double brand new release day. Ghostwire Tokyo, as well as Kirby and the Forgotten Land on the late stream. And that means that the usual weekly Street Fighter stream will likely be Saturday night instead. One final heads up. I got to start warning you guys about this. The last week of March, essentially, probably the last couple days of March, when I come back from my break, I'm going to not be doing night streams, all right? And I know that's disheartening because a lot of people like the double stream schedule and they like the fact that I stream so much. I have to work on my taxes, all right? And I haven't worked on them at all this year, and I know that I have to get the information in soon. So I have to do this, and I'm going to take a couple nights away from late streams in order to actually sit down and do this information, get it all together, and send it off to my tax guy to do. So just so everyone knows, it's coming. I don't want to have to do it. I hate having to do this shit, but I got to do it every year. I own my own business. It's just part of operating your own business in the United States. You got to put up with it. So, yeah. That is coming. That likely will not be this next week. It'll be the last couple of days of March where there won't be late streams for me to do that. All right? One final thing. My birthday week festivities are coming up. That whole week leading up to my birthday on April 6th, I usually decorate the office with some fancy stuff. This year I already have decorations, so what I might do is just add things like streamers and balloons and other silly things so that it looks kind of festive for the birthday. And I'm hoping to do something special for my birthday. If you remember, originally it was supposed to be a co-celebration of me hitting 200,000 subs and my birthday, but it looks like we're not going to hit 200,000 subs in time. We're at 197 and counting. We're still growing every day, but not at the rate that would have hit 200K. So it'll probably just be a silly celebration of my birthday coming up, my 40th birthday. Oh boy. What will it be? A marathon, perhaps? With something silly in the middle of it? Or, I don't know. I'm going to think about it. We'll think about what I want to do, or what we can do. Something special, okay? All right, guys. Thank you so very much. Great streaming day. Hope to see you tomorrow for the last streaming day of the week. Peace out and have a good night. See you then.